You think about how important it is for a mom to be with her kids. I oftentimes say that the greatest gift that we get is from our parents, and oftentimes mom's with us more than anyone else, and moms make us who we are.
So one night I was, 8 months pregnant with Parker, and my husband rushed me to the ER because I thought I went into labor when that wasn't the case at all.
So I said, we have to do something. We get some kind of test. Looking at her for 5 minutes and giving her painkillers is not going to solve the issue.
That led to a CT scan and an MRI.
And the phone rang, and it was Jeremy, and he said, "It's bad, Mom."
She was late in the third trimester, but yet she had a very large brain tumor that was exerting a lot of pressure on the brain.
Fear. I think my biggest one was fear. Not of the cancer or tumor or whatever it might have been, but, we've got 2 small children at home. She's 8 months pregnant, and, she's the love of my life. What is the next step?
It was probably 10 o'clock, maybe that night, that Dr. Floyd walked in.
And we had to take considerations about how do we take care of the mother and how do we take care of the baby at the same time.
I had been there when all the grandbabies were born, but when Parker came out, it was like, he's here, he's good. Now they're taking my baby.
Literally, as the Dr. Sabella was closing and finishing up the dressing on the cesarean section, we proceeded on with the craniotomy.
And then they came in and did my 7-hour surgery on my brain.
Thereafter, we treated Terra with the traditional therapy that's available, which is a combination of chemotherapy and radiotherapy. But unfortunately, as often is the case with these type of brain tumors, specifically glioblastoma, it came back. There is no cure.
They gave me, tops 6 to 12 months to live.
I think it kind of goes back to that fear of, okay, reality check, what do we do now?
So it was at that point that she had to make a decision, or did she want to try something new?
Part of UT Medicine at the University of Texas Health Science Center at San Antonio, the CTRC is one of only 4 centers in Texas designated by the National Cancer Institute. The Phase 1 program is operated by the CTRC's Institute for Drug Development and is an integral part of what makes us an NCI-designated cancer center.
And so, consequently, we see these drugs before anybody else does.
My awesome Dr. Brenner put me on a study drug, and a study drug straight from God.
So we offered it to her, and she's had wonderful results, I have to say. Here we are 2 years later, and at this point, I cannot see any evidence of the tumor.
My quality of life is amazing. For having, grade 4 glioblastoma brain cancer, as bad as that sounds, I feel great. I do. I feel wonderful. I can play with my kids. I can go out with my husband. I do my house cleaning. I live my life every day as if I didn't have cancer.
Without places like CTRC, without doctors like Dr. Brenner, I would not have my daughter. Thank you is not enough.
And so a child having their mom with them makes an enormous difference and can have a profound impact on that child becoming an adult, who then has an impact on their children and their community.